All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, Restora Funding community? Thanks so much for showing up to today's live stream. Today's live is specifically going to be geared to show you how Restora Funding can actually help you acquire anywhere from $50 to $150,000 in the next 30 days for your real estate business. Okay, so a lot of you in this community, you are doing fix and flipping, right? You're looking for funding to hire contractors, to do renovations. Shout out my Airbnb people, my Airbnb arbitrage people, buy and hold, right? All of you are here probably looking for the cheapest capital possible to scale your business and therefore improve your livelihood, right? For whatever that reason may be. So today we've got a special interview that we're doing with a current client, Sasha, who we were actually able to help get funded in a rather short time frame. So thanks all for showing up. Let's give a warm welcome to Sasha. Sasha, if you want to show yourself. Hi.
Hi,
How
how
you
are
doing
you?
today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Another day, another cup of coffee, as I always say.
Oh, I
That might
love
be
that.
the first time you've heard me say that. It's my go-to. Cool. Well, hey, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks so much for showing up. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, hey, for anyone watching this, have you ever struggled to find funding for your deals? Okay, genuinely curious. Most real estate investors have. Go ahead and just drop the word yes or no before. Sasha, let's just hear it from you. Introduce yourself and what do you do professionally?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sasha, and I work in the law field. So I work as a paralegal I'm in Tampa. So I work in Tampa, Florida.
Awesome, awesome. And what initially brought you to Sophia and I to start looking for funding?
Well, I partnered with a good friend of mine, Devin, and he basically referred me to you guys. And he said, "I know these people. They can help you get funding." And that's kind of how I got here.
Right, right. So for anyone watching, Devin is actually a Facebook community member, and Devin is really, really savvy at fix and flipping homes. So Devin is also really good at finding investors, right? So what Devin went ahead and did here with Sasha and I is that Devin made the introduction. He's using the 0% interest business credit to basically create profit for his investors. So Sasha, from what I understand, is basically by getting the 0% interest funding through Restora Funding, you're able to invest it sort of like a hard money or private money lender into what Devin's got going on. So he's got an investor. You've basically got a passive income stream now, which is a pretty sweet deal, right?
Thanks to you guys. You guys made this process like really easy.
We try. We try really hard to make
Yeah,
it as easy.
you succeeded. I was like, oh, this is all I have to do. Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, when you're working with like a good profile and you have kind of the education of what the banks are looking for, I know that with you, you had acquired someone else's corporation that had some pretty good age on it, and we actually leveraged that for the funding as well, which is not something we require for everyone, but it can make things a little bit easier sometimes. Um, it can be rather easy. So, Sasha, let me just hear it from you. How much funding were we able to get for you?
I think it was 85,000. And then I think we were waiting on another one, but that was just kind of extra. So, but officially we got 85,000.
Yeah, so you came to us looking for about 65K, I think, for the initial investment that Devin was looking for his fix and flip deals. And then we ended up getting 85K to cover some like liquidation fees and things like that. Um, and that was just with two banks as well. So, I mean, we submitted a couple applications. You already had a personal Amex card, right? Yeah, we only got you one hard inquiry in that process as well, for the 85K at least. And then we've got another application incoming. So we're still taking you a bit higher, which is pretty sweet.
Yes.
Um, awesome. Awesome. So in terms of working with Sophia and I know that you
Mhm.
said it was like a pretty smooth and simple process, just from start to finish. What did you like? How was the process? How would you describe that?
It was really simple. I really liked how you guys had everything set up. You guys had your contacts at the different banks. you guys basically told me what to be expecting. And then when the time came and when I had to get on calls and submit applications, you guys helped with the applications. And then you kind of gave me like a run through of like how the call would go, what to say. And yeah, like you guys just made everything pretty simple.
We've been doing it for a while. We generally know like what the banks ask for. And so for anyone watching this, it's also important to note that we work through specific bankers here at Restora Funding, right? So like we introduced you to our banker over at Chase. We ran the US Bank and the Amex applications, but at Chase specifically, we wanted to make sure that we were working through actually she's a vice president of a branch out in Las Vegas, Nevada, right? So sometimes for these banks, it's important to get to know the business owner. And while we're running a done for you service, obviously, as you saw, we're able to front load the application for you when it comes to like your business details, what the banks really want to know about you. Um, we can kind of like front load that to our bankers. But then at the end of the day, when it comes to identity verification, these bankers, they want to get on the phone with you. They just want to know that you're a real person. And then we kind of leave that part up to you. And then you get the DocuSign application, for example, you sign away. But we try to make it a pretty seamless process. I know
Mhm.
that at Chase, we were able to just knock out that 60K, beat them upside the head real quick.
Easy.
Yeah.
Wait, but I
Yeah.
just want to say that I really appreciated how anytime I had a question, you guys were always there. Like I never had to wait around for a long time, but you guys were always like, okay, yes, I can answer this, I can do this. And so, because half the time I was like, I don't know, like what's going on. But you guys were very clear and you were just a text away.
I really appreciate that actually, because I live and breathe funding. This is all I do. So to have someone recognize that feels really good. No, we,
Literally,
we really
like,
do try to be like super on it though, especially if you're if you're like on the phone with a bank real quick, or if I don't know, some people, they get a hard inquiry or something like that, and they want to know like how many they're going to get, or it's like we're communicating with the financial institutions oftentimes alongside you, sometimes even with permission on your behalf. And so these are really important conversations that are happening basically between you and major banks, and business owners really need to nurture their bank relationships, right? So it's a very sensitive, touchy thing when we're talking about financial data. So just being there for clients, making sure that we're able to answer your questions, kind of always being like on the clock, like ready to go for you. We obviously have our own work hours and our own mental health that we want to take care of, but it goes a long way, right?
I I think every time I messaged you, it wasn't more than 20 minutes that I heard back. And that's pushing it. Like usually it was within like a couple minutes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We really try. So hey, for any viewers watching this as well, you heard it from Sasha. We were able to get $85,000 in funding. Um, I think it was what, like 2 weeks. It was a pretty quick process. And then you
Yeah.
got the Chase card recently overnighted to you as well. That's 0% interest for a year. So we got a big limit on that one. Took about 2 weeks, about one hard inquiry. We just ran two quick applications that resulted in those two approvals, really. For anyone watching this, how would $85,000 change your business and in turn be able to improve your life? And what would you use that money for? Okay, drop that in the comments below. I want to get to know some of these community members here, some of those of you who are watching, and if there's a potential that we can help you, let's start that conversation. So, Sasha, how is having this funding going to help your life moving forward, or how do you see this playing a role in maybe your day to day, in your business? Are you going to stay a paralegal and keep making money there, and then have your investments with Devin going on the side? What does this look like for you?
So that's a great question, and I haven't fully figured it out yet, but I do know that it's definitely gonna help me. Um, it, it's gonna help me to increase income and increase another form of income, and eventually, I hope to leave the legal field and just go into this business.
Yeah.
But right now, I hope to find a couple deals before the end of the year, and just keep growing that.
Nice. So are you going to keep are you just going to keep staying in like the real estate domain, do you think, or do you think you're going to kind of keep your eyes open? Are you going to invest in like e-commerce or anything else? Or maybe you haven't even figured that out so far yet.
It's a work, but for now, I think I want to perfect the real estate game, and then from there, I'll see what else comes up.
Yeah, and do you think you'll probably stay with like fix and flipping, or have you ever thought about like Airbnbs or anything like that?
I definitely want some diversity, so a couple fix and flips, and then some long deals, maybe some Airbnbs. I haven't really thought about it completely, but I definitely know that I want some diversity.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. And real estate is, it's called like real estate for a reason, right? Because money can be printed, but like land, building, tangible assets, they hold value and they provide serious value to people's lives. So it's a very safe thing to kind of get yourself in terms of an investment. What a lot of people will do is they'll say get $100,000 in 0% interest, like business credit, right? And then they'll convert it into cash. They'll use the cash to put a down payment on a home in wherever, Florida, where you are, or something like that. They'll Airbnb the home out and then they'll pull out a home equity line of credit a year later. So, like, take their equity out of the mortgage and then they'll use that to pay off the business credit a year later when the 0% interest is running out. And then they've literally gotten like a full home under their name, producing Airbnb income for them with no money out of pocket and literally no expense to the banks because they did it all with 0% interest business credit, right? I mean, they'll pay a small interest rate on the mortgage later and the home equity line of credit later, but the Airbnb profits take care of that. So just mulling over some ideas of what we've helped other people do. Fix and flipping is great because it's a quicker turnaround time and the profits are really nice. And Devin is a killer, so he's going to
You
handle that for you.
know, long game, so we love diversity.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or Airbnb arbitrage, if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we help a lot of people with that as well, and that can be cool because it's a smaller upfront investment a lot of the time. I mean, you can get like 10, 20K, and then you could start profiting off of that versus investing like 100K or something into, a distressed property, right? Or like a fix and flip project even. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do in real estate. Leverage the bank's money at 0% interest, leverage these assets. They're the safest assets in the game and make a ton of profit. I hope you can leave this paralegal job then and
Me too.
yeah. Yeah, well, awesome. Hey, Sasha, I appreciate you coming on here today. This is great. For anyone who is watching this, who maybe is inspired by Sasha's story, go ahead and just drop in the comments what you thought below. Otherwise, if you're looking to get started on your real estate funding journey, go ahead and just drop the word funding down below. I'll leave all the details for you on how you can get on a call with me and we can get you going just like Sasha here. Okay. So, Sasha, thanks for coming through.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the help. All
Awesome. Hey, we'll talk soon.
right. See you, everyone.
See ya. Bye.